Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we have seen about e-commerce, right? We have seen the difference between traditional commerce and e-commerce and the advantages and disadvantages about the electronic commerce and all, right? Today in this session we are going to see about electronic payment systems, right? Electronic payment system means the payments we do electronically through online, right? Everyday people buy and sell goods and some services for money, right? This money becomes the major medium of exchange, right? In earlier days and all, if you see, we gave some products and they gave some other products, right? That is like exchange of goods, right? In later on periods, when you see, it changed to you give the amount and get the product or the service, right? Here the media used for transferring the value of money is different, right? It ranges from a simple payment instrument or to a complex systems also, right? That may be a small amount or it may be a big amount also. Here it may be cash or cryptocurrency, or it may be a physical money or simple payment instruments also. This is a traditional and most widely used payment instrument that consumers use in their daily life to buy some products or to get some services, right? As the volume and variety of transaction expands, that is the volume of money also expands, right? Using the amount for each of the transaction is not possible, right? You have to carry the amount in our hand and you have to go to the shop and you are purchasing. It is little difficult, right? So we prefer this electronic payment methods, right? Here the security and the transportation problems are also there when we have to give the cash in a distant place, right? We are going to we are traveling so long and they have to pay the amount and get that product means it's not safe, right? And during the transportation also it is not secure, right? So this banks and all allowing you to do the electronic payment methods, right? Banks would support in such a case by offering other payment methods also, that is cashless society has been discussed for a long time, and this cash and checks would not be available all of a sudden, right? So though these old habits are there, still there, people do not hesitate adapting the new things, right? We are having another way, and that is a check, right? A check is given from the bank and that is also a little difficult, right? But when the new things come, we just get used to it very easily, right? When mobile banking and all was invented, we just when we just heard about it and when it is new to us itself, we preferred that because it is the best or it is the better way than to carry a cash, right? So this mobile networking, mobile banking and this uh, online net banking, mobile banking are the better ways, right? Than to carry a cash in your purse. This way will be easy and this will be secured, right? Let's see the definition of electronic payment system. Okay, a financial arrangement that consists of an intermediator to facilitate transfer of money, substitute between a payer and a receiver, right? Sometimes it is also called liquidation or a clearing system or clearing service, right? It ensures the transfer of value from one subject of the economy to another. That is, it plays an important role in modern monetary systems and all, right? This electronic payment system is a financial arrangement that consists of intermediate to facilitate the transfer of this money between the one who is paying and also the one who is receiving, right? Modern payment systems and all will be physical or maybe electronical also, and each has its own procedure. If it is a physical one or an electronic one, each will have its own secure procedure, right? That guidelines will be followed by that financial network or by that particular app, right? and this is done with the legal system, and standardization has allowed some of these systems to grow globally, right? Here, since we are having this many advantages, as soon as this electronic payment systems are introduced, these are accepted globally, right? This payment system, this is essential part of a company's financial operations, right? This becomes very complex when many different types of payment systems are used. So, to challenge, there are challenges come from the continuous introduction of new payment methods, right? Like we have UPI, Bitcoin, Paytm, and many other mobile payment options also, right? As a result, there are more than 750 payment systems throughout the world. You may also use Google Pay or Phone Pay or some Paytm, and so many payment mobile apps are also there, right? These are all the electronic payment systems, right? Let's see the classifications of this electronic payment methods, okay? Many electronic payment methods have been developed with the advancements in the internet technology based on the value of money transaction and based on the processing time and the processing need and about this security issues and usability. These electronic payment systems are generally classified into two types. Okay, one is micro electronic payment systems and the other one is macro electronic payment systems, right? The two classifications of this electronic payment methods are micro electronic payment system and macro electronic payment system, right? Let's see what is micro electronic payment system, okay? It is an online payment system which is designed to allow the efficient and frequent payments of small amounts, right? Micro means small, right? So this is a online payment system only, and this is efficient and frequent payment for small amounts, right? To keep the transaction cost very low, this communication and computation costs are minimized here. But it is not in macro electronic payment. Okay, this macro electronic payment will use expensive public key cryptography and all. Micro electronic payment are relaxed by using lightweight cryptographic primitives only. So here we don't have to spend a lot of cost in this transaction process and all, right? And offline payment verification is also available. Okay, as the security of micro electronic payment system is low than that macro electronic payment, it is tampered, but the cost of fraud is much higher than the possible value to be gained by the fraud itself, right? Here, sometimes in all the networking, even if you are taking the amount in your hand, sometimes it may be you may leave it somewhere or someone may steal it, right? So same way here in electronic payments also some security issues may be there. So we have to find the secure app before using it, right? And we have to just check for the security and we have to verify whether the app is secure, right? And then only we have to do the payment, right? The majority of the micro electronic payment systems are designed to pay for simple goods on internet. That means like subscription of an online game or to read a journal or to listen a song or to watch a movie. For this only these micro electronic payment systems are done, right? In general, if you see the parties involved on this micro online payment are customer, service provider and payment processor. The microelectronic payment transaction will be explained here. That is, first step is the customer provides his authentication and the payment processor issue micropayments, right? And first customer proves his authentication and then the payment processor issues the micropayments, right? And the next step is customer pays the micropayments to the online service provider and gets the requested goods or services from them, right? And the third point is service provider uh, deposit the micropayments received from the customer to the payment processor and gets the money, right? Understood? First, customer have to prove his authentication that it is his name. He has to prove whether that is the uh, person, that is the correct person, and then the payment processor will issue the micropayment, right? And then the customer pays the micropayment to the online service provider, and then we will get the requested goods, or will get the product he ordered for, or he'll get the service, right? And then the service provider will deposit the micropayment which is received from the customer to the payment processor, and they'll get the money, right? And the next one is macro electronic payment system. Okay, macro electronic payment system support payments for higher value, right? The security requirements are more rigorous in macro payment system, because here huge money transactions are done, right? Banks and all will impose a minimum transaction overhead on macro payment systems. Okay, these transaction overheads for the usage of computationally expensive cryptography operations. This will prevent these payment systems to be used for the payment of small amounts, right? Some of the popular macro online payment systems are card-based payment system, electronic account transfer, electronic cash payment systems, mobile payment systems, and internet payment systems, right? Here in this macro electronic payment system, this support the payment for a higher value, right? This is not done for smaller values. Here in banks, it will be imposed as a minimum transaction for on a macro payment system, right? These transaction overheads for the use of expensive cryptographic operations they'll be using, right? Cryptography means we know. What is cryptography? Cryptography is a coding, right? If you have a message, if the message is cryptographed, means cryptography is the process of changing the message to code, and again it will be decrypted, and it will be again when the sender is sending a message, that message will be encrypted, right? Encryption means the message will be changed to a code in which you cannot understand what that message is, right? And then after all the process is done, and again it will be decrypted, and the receiver will receive the original message, right? What output will be there, that original output that receiver will be receiving. This process is called cryptography, right? This is done for the security purpose. So this cryptographic operations are all very big. Expensive cryptographic operations are done here in this macro electronic payment systems for making it secure, right? Here some of the popular macro online payment systems are mentioned here. Card based payment system. Card based means we'll have credit card, debit card, and all. Using this card also we'll be paying, right? This payment is macro electronic payment system. Okay, and the next one is electronic account transfer. Electronic account transfer is, it is nothing but we are paying it online, right? Electronic cash payment methods. From electronic account transfer means we are just taking an amount from one account and transferring it to another account. Electronic cash payment, in the sense we are giving the cash through online, right? And we are giving that cash to that service provider, or that or a shop, to someone from our account to them, right? That is electronic cash payment system. The payment is done electronically, right, through online. And the next one is mobile payment systems and internet payment system. That means mobile apps will be there, right? In each banks they'll be having mobile transaction and online transaction also. That both are different. One transaction which you can do from mobile itself is mobile transaction, and the one which you can do only through online means that is net banking, right? Net banking is the transaction done online, and the mobile banking is done through a mobile app itself, right? The next one is card-based payment system. Here we are going to see the card-based payment system, right? Here we have credit card, right? We all would have used credit card, and here we have credit card-based payment system, and debit card-based payment system, stored value card-based payment system, right? Here credit card means it is pay later. Debit card means pay now. If the amount is in your account, you can pay with the debit card, right? Stored value card based payment system is paying before, right? Let's see the card based payment systems now. Payment card, that means it is a plastic card that can enable cashless payment, right? We don't have to carry cash, we just need a card, right? They are simply embossed plastic card that authenticate the card holder on behalf of card issuing company, right? Which allows the user to make use of various financial services. That is, more than 90% of online payments are card-based payments only now, right? At the same time, other e-payments methods are also gaining importance in this present scenario, right? Here, based on the payment settlement only, they have classified this payment systems into credit card based payment system, debit card based payment system, and stored value based payment system, right? Here this payment card is a plastic card, right? This may be a plastic card, and instead of carrying the cash, that particular company or that bank will be providing a card for you, and you can just swipe the card and do the payment, right? That is card based payment systems. Okay, let's see what is a credit card first. Credit card means it is a electronic payment system only. Normally this will be used for retail transactions. Okay, credit card means this enables the bearer to buy the products or the service from a seller based on the cardholder's promise to the card issuer to pay back that amount later, right? And it may have agreed with the interest also, right? Here, credit card means credit card will have a limit, right? Everyone won't be getting the credit card. If they are getting a secured payment monthly only, a bank will provide the credit card, right? Credit card also will have a limit. Some credit cards will have a limit for 25,000 or 50,000 or 1 lakh or 2 lakh or 10 lakhs. Likewise, according to their capability, according to their job or their payments only, the bank will provide the credit card, right? Credit card means uh, some of your parents would have used credit cards. Credit card is like if you don't have the amount in your bank also, you can do the payment, right? Next month when the salary comes in that account, bank will be automatically detecting that amount with interest from your account, right? If you are having a salary of 10,000, you will be having a credit card of 20,000 or 30,000 means even though your salary is gone, you have spent your salary and again you are going to buy something for 5,000 rupees means you can use this credit card, right? You can use this credit card and pay for 5,000. That means your bank will be paying that 5,000 to that shop, right? To that shop, and in the next month, as soon as your salary comes, you will have to pay that 5,000 to your bank, or your bank will automatically take that 5,000 from your account, right? And if you don't pay that in the specific date, it will have some interest, and that interest will be increased if you are not paying in this month. If in this month also, if you don't have that amount limit in your bank account, or if you are not paying it, it will give you some more interest there. You have to pay some more money, right? When you are paying that 5,000, you will have to pay 1,000 more or 2,000 more, right? If you are not paying it in a correct time, right? This is credit, right? Credit card. Credit card is different from a debit card. Here, debit card means it is like it is a card. If you have the amount in your account, you will be using the debit card and you can buy. If you are having 10,000 in your account, if you are having a debit card, you can just do the payment through the debit card. You can shop for 10,000 only. If no amount is there in your account, the debit card won't be used, right? If debit card means whatever is in your account, you can spend through debit card. Credit card means if no amount is there in your account also, your bank will pay that amount, and in the next month or in the next days, that bank will detect from your account when you have it, right? That is the difference between credit card and debit card. Understood? The term credit card was first mentioned in 1887 in a sci-fi novel. Sci-fi means you all know scientific fiction, right? Sci-fi novel. Looking backward. In this novel, it is written by Edward Bellamy. Edward Bellamy wrote Looking Backward in the year 1887. This is a scientific fiction novel. In this novel only, first time this credit card, this word was written in the year 1887, right? The modern credit card concept was born in USA in the year 1920s, okay, when private companies began to issue these cards to enable their customers to purchase goods on credit within their own premises. That means first and all, in 1920s in USA, private companies started to issue this credit card. That means if a person is working in a particular company, they can use this credit card to buy the products inside that company itself. So next month they'll be getting the salary from that company, right? So they'll be detecting that amount, right? In that way only this credit card was initially launched, right? Let's see the advantages of credit card, right? Most credit cards are accepted worldwide, right? Some cards and all can't be used in some places, right? But these credit cards are mostly used worldwide, right? It is not necessary to pay physical money at the time of purchase. The customer gets an extra period to pay the purchase, right? If you want to buy a product, you may have to go to bank and take a loan and you have to pay it, right? If you're having the credit card, you can just pay it at that time and get the product, and later on you can just pay it, right? Pay it to the bank, right? That is the use of credit card, right? Depending on the card, there is no need to pay annuity and all. That means annually and all you don't need to pay. It depends on the card. Each card will have each plans, right? It allows the purchases over the internet in installments also. If you are using this credit card, you can use EMI also, right? Some issuers allow round up. That is the purchase price and the payment, pay the difference in cash to make the transaction easy. In some online sites and all, if you see, if you are using this credit card, you will get 10% discount. Like that and all, it will be announced, right? Here, some issuers will have a roundup. If you are giving a cash, it will be a different amount. If you are paying it, if you are purchasing it through credit card, means you will have some offer there, right? So this makes the transaction easy, right? Then let's see the key players in this operation of credit card. Okay, here first one is bearer. That is the holder of the credit card account who is responsible for the payment of this invoices in full. That is a portion of the balance. The rest occurs the interest and carried forward. That means the holder of that credit card account, the person who is responsible for the payment, that is bearer, right? He is the key player of this operation of credit card, right? And the next one is merchant, that is the storekeeper or the vendor who sell or who is providing the service or receiving the payment made by the credit card, right? From the person who is in the shop or who is selling the thing, that is merchant, right? And the next one is acquirer. That acquirer is merchant's bank, right? Merchant's bank that is responsible for receiving the payment on behalf of the merchant, right? The authorization request to issuing the bank through the appropriate channel, that is acquirer, right? And then credit card network, that is it acts as the intermediate between the bank, that is the company is responsible for communicating the transaction between the acquirer and the credit card issuer, right? The entity operates the network that process credit card payment worldwide and the levy interchange fees, right? That is like in your credit card, if you see, it will be written Visa card, Mastercard, Rube card, and This is the company which is responsible for this transaction, right? This credit card will be issued by a company, right? So this credit card network, this acts as the intermediate between the bank and the bank and the customer, right? This credit card network is the main plays the main role in the payment, right? Only if they are processing correctly, the payment will be done from the customer to the merchant, right? And the next one is issuer, that is the bearer's bank, that is the a person who is having the credit card, that person's bank, that is the issuer, right? That issue the credit card, the one who issues the credit card, and they'll be setting the limit for the purchase, and they'll be deciding the approval of transaction, and they'll be issuing the invoice for payment, charges the holder if in case of default, and offer card linked products such as insurance, additional cards, and reward plans and all. Right here, issuer means that is the bank who is issuing the credit card, right? The bank who is issuing the credit card only will be responsible for setting the limit of purchase. They'll be having a limit, right? As I said to you before, if you can purchase for 50,000, you'll be able to purchase only for 50,000. If you're going to make a payment for 1 lakh, that particular bank won't be allowing you to pay for 1 lakh, right? That credit card will have a limit. That in that limit only you'll be able to purchase, right? And for setting that limit and for approving the transaction, for in the next month, if you are getting the salary, or if you are getting that amount in your bank, or in the next month, in that particular period, you will be have to pay that amount to the bank, right? That invoice and all will be given by this issuer only, right? And then next one is anatomy of credit card. Okay, that we'll see in the next session. This session we have seen about credit card based payment system, and we have seen about microelectronic payment system and macroelectronic payment system, and we have seen about electronic payment, right? So you would have got some idea about this electronic payment, right? Now every payments are done electronically only. So this you have to know about this credit card, debit card, this microelectronic payment system, macroelectronic payment systems and all, right? So you just read this chapter before attending the next session, right? Thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care, bye.